Man. Hey, Billy, how you doing, man? What are you up to today, Billy? So today we've got, excuse me, doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just got a little cold. So today we're doing 3 leopard wood rings. I just made these before lunch, so a couple hours ago. I glued them in. Gunsmoke, there you go. So these are all leopard wood. And one of them broke. I pushed it too much, so we're going to seal that with some epoxy. Or not epoxy, we're going to add some stuff to it. Patch it up. And my new set of bushings showed up. It came with 4 sets of bushings, so we're going to try to add all 3 rings at once. Haven't tried it before. Let's see if it works. And I haven't played with my 3D printed bushings. My 3D printer is messed up right now. I'm trying to figure it out. That's the other big one. Let's put a spacer in there in case I need to do something. All right, Billy, which episode are you on? I haven't watched Gunsmoke in a while, but I grew up watching the reruns, man. Gunsmoke is cool. And I'm wondering how this leopard wood's going to look on a ring. I had a little bit already milled up. Pretty thin, and I cut it on the laser. It was around 3/4 of an inch. No, 3/8 of an inch, not 3/4. Gosh, 3/4. Crazy. Haven't tried 3 at once, so. And this is the one that's broken. Remind me, we got to seal that up. Or we got to try to repair that. Doc and Festus are arguing again. Yep, that sounds about right. That's awesome, man. All right. So let's start. Let's try to repair that one. Let me get some glue. Hey, Jen, what's going on? Hey, Amy. Amy, we got 3 rings set up. We're going to repair one with some super glue. We're going to do not a resin, but some mica powder. So we're going to pick a mica powder real quick. Let me think. Leopard wood. I already have. You know what? Let's go with blue. Who cares, right? I like blue. It's easy. And I'll show you guys, if you have a minute, I'll show you what my map looks like that I showed you yesterday on the live. If you didn't know, I make, one of the big things I make is lake maps. All right, we're just trying to get that in there. And we might have to repair this a couple of times. So there's the crack, some thin CA. Just trying to repair it. When I was putting it on the ring blank, it popped off. Yo, Tegan, what's up, brother? So we may have to add, once we turn that down a little bit, we may have to add more super glue. But hey, let's get started. My new bushing showed up, so I'm doing 3 at once. This is all leopard wood. We're making 3 leopard wood rings. Haven't made leopard wood rings before, and to be fair, I've only started making rings like a week ago, so it's been fun. Hope you guys are having a great, is this Wednesday? No, this is Thursday already. Wow, y'all. It's flying by. And Jen, I don't know if I saw, no, Amy, thanks for the advice yesterday. You and Tina gave me a lot of good tips. I gotta go a little lower. Ah, it broke, dude. It popped off. Sometimes that happens. Each wood is different. You got to be pretty gentle. I thought I was being gentle, so that's why I made 3. You win some, you lose some, you know? But I also made extra ring blanks, so. All right, let's just take a peek, see what that's looking like. Oh, yeah, check that grain. That's going to be cool looking. Check that out. That's some cool looking grain. It's leopard wood. And that's still, let me see how thick that is. I got to get my other light on. Can't see real great. Okay, that's still pretty thick, so we're going to thin that out a little bit. That's pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead and get the skew. Hey, UK, how's it going? The skew is what I found is the easiest to clean up the edges because you've got to separate it. Because these rings have a facet on them on each end, they're kind of beveled. So I'm trying to expose the bevel evenly if I can. That's the goal. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to try to... we got a little tear out over here, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I got a little tear out there too. Not sure why. Let's try to clean that up with the pointed detail gouge. That seemed to help. Hey, see you, Tegan. Have a good one, bud. All right, so that's looking better. Okay, the edges, it's still got a little tear out right there, but I think the sanding is going to get rid of that. So now what I'm going to do is put a little, I'm going to try to angle this, smooth it out so it's not so square. Just kind of angle it. Nothing crazy, just a little. I kind of dig that. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay. So it's looking pretty good. It'll get cleaned up. I got a little tear out right there, though. Let me see if you can see that. Let me turn this light off. You can see that tear out right there. We'll see if the sanding will take care of that. I'm not sure. So we're going to switch over to this second one. This is the one that we repaired with super glue. And we put a little blue mica powder to fill in that crack. So let's turn that. This might just blow up. Who knows? Let's try it. Let's see what that looks like. We're going to take this one slow. Okay, that's cool. That's why I chose the blue. So the blue's looking good. Let's put some more super glue in there to strengthen it as we turn it down. Okay. Let that soak in for a sec. Use our activator. All right. What's everybody up to today? Anything exciting? Now we're going to have to get the skew out again. Not making dust. There you go. I'm going to try the pointer tool this time. Seems like I tried it before and didn't like it, but I don't like that tear out. Man, I went way too much, I think. You win some and you lose some, you know? There it goes. You're sad about not making dust? I understand. Oh, how do I get that off there? I didn't think about that. Because I need to see. Let me grab my pliers. My really small ones. We need to, I just want to pull that part out right there. There it is. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I exposed, see how I exposed more of the ring on the left, so I need to even it out over here. So this one's going to be a much narrower piece of wood. There we go. Let's see what that blue spot's looking pretty cool, y'all. All right, let's shape it. It's looking about right. Now let's put a little bevel on it on each side. Just a little. I'm kind of digging that, y'all. Well, you know, Billy, it's all about being different. You see how this one takes up most of the band? And this one's going to have more stainless steel exposed. But I think they're going to be fine. Let's get some sandpaper out. Let me mask up. Let's see. Let me mask up and get some sandpaper. Let's see what we can do. Give me just a second. I got to get my sandpaper out. I know, Cody. I do, man. The bushings on the right are too big. I can't sand very well. These bushings right here are some I 3D printed and designed myself. Cool, they work. All right. I hadn't tried them yet. These are the ones I bought. Looks like mine work too. Cool. Thanks, Cody. You know what? I saw someone use a flat board with sandpaper attached, but yeah, I need to grab a fingernail file. Good idea. Thank you. Michael, what's up, buddy? So here's what they're looking like. We're sanded to around 2,000 right now. That one seems to have more scratches in it. I think that's the tear out. That one, this is the one we repaired, sorry. This is the one we repaired. It had a crack in it, so we put some blue mica powder. You know, they're looking okay, but there's really, I think the nail file idea is I'm going to have to go get those because look, you still have a little bit of sanding residue right there where you don't sand it as well. So I think I'm going to have to get those. Definitely on the list. So let's keep going. Well, good, Michael. Did you have a good day? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Let's add some carnauba and see what happens. We sanded those up to 3,000 grit. Now let's buff them up. What's up, Wes? Now, to be truthful, thanks, but they didn't polish up as well. So, um, someone made a suggestion of using a file for nail file. Yeah, Cody, it's some of it's pitted. So, but I'm gonna have to go get the file to clean those edges up because I wasn't able to get the cleanliness. It needs to be shiny on both sides, so I'm gonna fix that. I think I'm gonna go get some nail pads that Cody suggested. But pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty cool. That's leopard wood. Let me show you what the wood looks like by itself. Let me show you. So this is what might be cool to fill the holes with colored epoxy. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. But yeah, this is the leopard wood, see? But that grain texture doesn't really come out in the ring. So this isn't my favorite. I thought I would try it. So I'm going to grab some nail files next time I go to Dollar Tree and re-sand these. As far as I need, the wood is fine. I need to sand the metal to get a better finish on it because it's not clean enough. But so let me show you what we did yesterday after the live. This is one of my lake maps. This is 24 by 36. I'm working on a Florida Keys map. And we went coastal with a little bit of a different type of green. And so the next step I'm designing in my software, this customer, here's what I'm envisioning. The Florida Keys is going to come down, the wood is going to come down like this, the different islands or the Keys. And they went on 3 trips from the Keys. So I think I'm going to have 3 or 4 squares with a mini map, meaning I'm going to have squares that have the title of the place they went to, and then the water will show, and then it'll have each island formation of all 3 or 4 locations that they went on a tour. So, thanks, Amy. Yeah, and this is walnut. I'll final sand this and clear coat it so it'll really pop. That's looking pretty good. Now on my rings, let me show you what I do to get the sizing on the rings is I use a caliper. So I'll actually measure. See, here's what the ring looks like. Blank. It's got a little bevel on it. But I'll actually measure that on the calipers. And then I'll go to the laser and I laser cut these blanks. But as you can see, this was some scrap maple. I had to do about 7 tries to get the exact fit. Because so I don't know if I'm loving this way of making rings or not. I get mixed results. Like out of those 3, one of them broke. But that's kind of normal. But what I found is you have to make the hole smaller and then you have to hand sand all the char out. And then I clean it with isopropyl alcohol so you get a better bond, and then I super glue it in. So, but yeah, it took a little bit, but I got them. Yeah, thanks for the tip, Cody, because you can see on here, I think it might have been me using that tip tool. I used the other tool. You can see where, let me see if you can zoom it now. I've got a line there, so I've really got to clean that up, and you can see a little blue mica powder there. So this one, I'm pretty happy with this one. It just needs to be buffed out. I think a really fine, let me see, a really fine would work. But look at that. I've got some stuff on the inside, so let's fix that. Let me grab my rotary tool because I bought some special buffing pads for it. If I can find them. Man, I don't know what I did with those things. This is a rotary tool you guys should check out. What's up, Gem State? But Chris from Bailey Woodwork sent me this a month ago. Mine broke on a live stream, and this thing is great. It's a cordless Hardell. Check this out. These things, it's a self-locking. Let me show you. Let me get my buffing wheels. I bought some buffing wheels, and they just showed up for this very reason. I'll show you. Holy crap. Where are they? I gotta find them. Hold on. Because you can see this ring, you see all that junk? You can see how it needs polished inside there. So we're gonna polish inside there. Let me find my buffing pads. Haven't drive these before. They're polishing buffing wheels. Let's try it. I'm not sure. Here's a stone. That might make a lot of sense to start with the stone. It's really fine. So we're going to start with the stone to get the bigger scratch out. But check this out. This just locks in. Look, it's locked in just like that. So cool. Thank you again, Chris, for sending this to me. Appreciate you. So let's start with the stone. This is new to me. I have not buffed a ring before. You know what? Let's start buffing it before we use the stone. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, note to self. Note to self, charge this up before you go live. I did not charge this up, so. Oh, you know. Sorry, guys. Guess I'm going to have to charge this thing up. Yeah, that thing is dead. Hey, Alan, what are you doing, buddy? I'm going to make sure I've got the right charging tip on it here. We're just making some rings, Alan. What are you up to, man? How are you feeling this week, Alan? All right, so that thing is charging. I swear that, does it say 100? Am I doing something wrong? I don't think so. Yeah, let's charge it. Well, yeah, we'll have to let that charge. Sorry, guys. But, you know what's great about going live? Cody gave me some great advice about getting, I'm going to get some those flat nail pads, and that's going to help really clean that edge up. So this is why I don't like the wood on metal. The cleanup part is kind of a pain in the butt. These other style rings, let me show you the other rings. Where are they? Let me get this out of the way. starting to really like this style. Let me show it to you. Well, I'll show you. It's this style. It has a channel. It has a channel in between it. See if you can see that. So you have a channel. I'm trying to inlay wood in it, and it's not going real well. But you can inlay other stuff in it. Like I've done abalone. Those turn out really nice. We might do one right now. You guys want to do an abalone? This is one I experimented with yesterday, and it didn't work. I'm going to have to redo it. I don't have a great way. Let's see if we can do this one. Let's see if we can do this one with abalone. You guys want to? Cool, Billy. Yeah, that leopard wood, I was not a fan. Sometimes wood looks different. Hey, see, Alan. Sometimes wood looks different in different formats or in different products, but I did not like it in the ring. It wasn't pretty. I didn't think that was very pretty at all. It was okay, but it was a little generic compared to the other rings I've been making, so I'm not like a big fan. So let's take some of these off. We're going to see if we can fix this one. If this is a big enough insert or bushing. Nope. So we have to go, whoop. We have to go all the way over there. Gem State, band it bigger than the ring so you can apply pressure on gluing. Okay. Good tips, thanks. Now, this is the one we broke. Well, the wood broke off, so I'll just I'll re-sand that and glue it on. But I think I'm preferring the channel style that has the stainless steel that has the built-in channel. Super easy to inlay. Kind of digging that so far. So let's put in our spacers. Or extra bushings. Anybody have any shop time going on today? Hey, Fallen. Fallen, we tried a couple of rings. I'll show you. Not. Yeah, we made a couple of leopard wood rings. Lesson learned, Cody gave me the idea. I need to buy some sanding pads so I can really clean that metal up. I'm really not liking the fact that the metal has to be cleaned up, so they're looking pretty good. They're leopard wood. I'm not really digging that one. Thanks, Fallen. I'm really preferring the channel ones. These has the channel in there. Yeah, Fallen. It was a little bit of work, not too bad. All right. Yeah, the channels is what I like. I'm still experimenting with making a ring out of 100% wood without the stainless steel. So I'm still experimenting occasionally as I have time. So I think that will give me the better result. I just have to, my 3D printer is messed up. I'm trying to figure it out so I can print some tools that are going to make sizing the ring blanks a lot easier. Here, I'll show you, Fallen. This is what the resin pour looks like, Fallen. This is that 24 by 36 Florida Keys map. We poured it last night. I've still got to sand the frame, and then I'll clear coat the frame. And then this afternoon, I've got to design it in my software and get approval from the customer. And then in the next few days, I'll engrave it, cut it out, and glue it in. Yeah, this is going to be the Florida Keys. On the map, we're not going to inlay anything. But here's the little pour we did yesterday with the extra epoxy. Just put some random wood in there. We'll make something in a few days, next week on that. I like to let those cure longer. So let's clean this up and see if we can do an inlay with some abalone. Let's see if we can get some, we got to clean that up. That's one that was a failed experiment. You know what's funny? You learn the most from your failures. Hey, you see Amy? Hey, Pat. We just put the little pebbles in there. It doesn't really bend. I think I'm going to save this till Monday. Yeah, guys, I got to go take care of some things. I've got to buy some nail finishing pads because I want to really sand the metal. Then next week I'll show you how to do that abalone inlay. So far, the abalone is my favorite, but I'm still learning. So hope you guys are having a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Later. Have a good one, Billy.